In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can use this Python script to download over 1,200 free PBR textures automatically in a big batch. You can just set it going and leave it. It's really, really handy if you want to download loads of textures. And you can filter what type of textures you want. So if you only want wood textures, then you can filter it by the keyword wood and only download wood. It's really handy. The code's a bit messy, but that's because I made it. So to download this really helpful script, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to this link that I'm going to put in the description, and you'll be greeted by this page here where you can pay anything above £0 for this. So you can put in 0 and get it for free. You could put in whatever number you want. You could give me £10 million. I won't complain, but I'm going to put 0 here to get it for free and click I want this. So once you've clicked I want this, you'll be greeted with a checkout here, and you can just put your email address in and click get. And you can see it's going to have done that, and you can click view content here, and you can see you've got 2 files here, and then you want to download both of these. Once you've downloaded them, you just want to put them in a new empty folder just like this. So once you've downloaded these 2 scripts, you're going to want to run them. Now to run them, the first thing you're going to want to do is open up a command prompt. Now to open up command prompt, you just want to click up here and type in cmd. That's going to very easily get you on in the right place. So to run these scripts, you're going to want to type Python and then the script name. Now I'm going to want to run this install modules Python script first, just to make sure I've got all the modules and they're all up to date. So I'm going to type I, and I'm just going to press tab, and it'll auto-complete the script name. So I can just press enter and it'll run that, and requirements already satisfied, it's already got everything, so I'm good to go. So I'm going to want to run the main script here, the cco texture downloader.py. So that's the same as before, Python, and just press C, press tab, and it'll automatically complete that. Press enter, and it's just going to download the asset data. Will just take maybe 5 seconds. So now that it's loaded up all of the assets, it's found 9,701 different files. So now we're presented with an option to filter assets by a keyword. Now what this does is it will look at all of the items in the list, and it's going to remove any that don't contain a keyword that we specify. So if I press Y for yes here, I do want to do that. So if I type in wood, it's going to remove every single texture that does not have wood in the name somewhere. So I'm going to press enter, and then it's going to give me an option to filter by a download attribute. Now, download attributes are tags that give you a bit of information about files. So they give you some information about the resolution and the file type, maybe some other information. So I'm going to press yes here, and you see it's going to present us with this huge amount of different tags here. Now, you don't have to worry about 90% of these. The ones you need to mainly care about are up here. So we've got things like 1K PNG, 4K JPEG. And these are pretty obvious to what they are. These are 4K files, for example, here for the 4K JPEG, 4K files in the JPEG format. So let's say I want my wood textures to be 4K in the JPEG format. I'm just going to type in 4K JPEG, and you've got to make sure you copy this exactly. If you get it wrong, it'll just tell you that that's wrong, and you can enter it again. So let's type that, 4K JPEG. And then it's going to give me an option to filter the assets by their file extension. You don't really have to do this unless you're specifically trying to download some, for example, just substance files or just object files. So I'm going to click no on this one just because I don't need to do it. So as you can see, it's found 125 assets that match the filters. I'm going to display the asset name, so I'm going to click yes, press enter, and you can see we've got loads and loads of wood textures here. Would we like to download the assets? I'm going to go yes, I do want to download the assets. And would I like to delete the zip files after they're extracted? What this is talking about is when you download one of these files, it's going to download it as a zip file, and then the script's going to automatically unzip the file for you. And once you've unzipped the file, you don't need the zip file anymore. So I just added this bit of functionality to delete those zip files after they've been extracted. So I'm going to go with yes, I do want to get rid of the zip files after they're extracted. And once we do that, it's going to start downloading the assets here. So you can see it's going to download a file and then unzip it like it just has done. So it's downloaded Painted Wood 1 and it's unzipped it. So I click here, we've got all our textures here. Look at that. And it's just going to do that for all of these textures here. It's just going to go through, download it and unzip it. So this is a very, very quick way of downloading loads and loads of textures. Now, it would be so painful to download 125 or maybe 500 textures manually from the website, right? So let's see if I go to ambientcg.com and go to these assets and search wood, right? Going to this, clicking on download this as 4K JPEG, going back, go to the next one. If I wanted to do that for all of these, that would take so long. So I made this because maybe I want to download, all of these assets and not spend like 3 hours just clicking mindlessly. I hope you find this script really, really helpful. I'll probably be pushing some updates to the script over the next couple of weeks maybe. So if I make any updates that majorly change how it works, I will leave a comment and I will pin it so that you can go to the comments and make sure that you know how things work, because it might slightly differ from the video. It probably won't, but it could happen. So yeah, that's about it. Like, subscribe, whatever. See you later.